Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute octopus. An octopus has 8 legs, as you all know. It's wearing headphones. So for this exercise, I'm going to use leftover yarn. I'm going to use this cream yarn here for the body. I'm going to use this green one here for the headphones, and I will use the leftover black one for the eyes and nose, and I'm going to use this yellow for the cheeks, the orangish yellow. I also need stuffing to stuff the octopus, so I'll have that ready. For this exercise, I also need a pair of scissors, a needle, and a crochet hook. Because I'm using double knit, I'm going to use a 4mm crochet hook. So for this exercise, we are going to start from there, the top of the octopus, and work our way down. Okay, let's get cracking. So with this, my main color here, I'll form a a magic ring, like that, and I'll make a slip stitch into there, and then I'll make a chain and make six single crochet into the magic ring. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6 single crochet into the magic ring. Then I pull to make sure that my ring is tight. Then I want to slip stitch onto the top there, into the first stitch there. So I'll work a slip stitch like that there. Then the second round, I want to chain 1 and work 2 single crochet into the same place, and continue like that, putting 2 single crochet into each of the 6. And at the end of this second round, I should have a count of 12. In other words, I will have doubled my single crochet. So this is 10, this is 11, this is 12. So I'm working 2 single crochet into each of those stitches, and then I will end up with a slip stitch at the top of this first single crochet. Again, the third round, I chain 1. I want to increase to end up with 18 stitches. So I'll chain 1 and I'll work 1 single crochet into that position. Then I'll do 2 into the next one, 2 single crochet. So I'll continue like that, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. That's giving me 1 plus 2, 3. So now I am on 6, 7. Then when I work a double there, it's 9, then 10. Then again a double there gives me 12, 13. A double there gives me 14, 15. Then 16. Into the last one there, I do a double, 17. So I now have 18. And again, I slip stitch at the top of that single crochet. I now have 18. I'm going to do a fourth round, whereby I'm going to do chain 1 again, 2 single crochet. I'm still increasing. Then I'll do 2 single crochet together in the third chain. So I'll continue like that, 1, 2 single crochet into each of the 1 single crochet, into each of the next 2, and then 2 in the third one. So it's 1 single crochet into each of the next 2, and then 2 single crochet into the third one from there. So I'll work all the way around like that, 1 single crochet into each of the next 2, and then 2. 1 single crochet into each of the next, and then 2. And then again, the last one, I'll do the same. 1 into each, and then 2. So at the end of this round, I should have 24, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Now, the last one, the last increase row, I'll again chain 1 and then do a single crochet into each of the next 3 and then double up into the 4th one from there. So I'll work like that all the way around. 1 single crochet into each of the next 3. I double up in the 4th one from that. So I'll work like this all the way around. And at the end of this round, I will have 30 single crochets. So the 30 single crochet will make the body of our octopus. We are trying to make a very small octopus. And obviously, if you want to make a big one, you can keep on increasing. I mean, depending on to the size you want, you can increase until you even get to 40, depending on what you are trying to achieve, to 48, sorry, or even bigger, depending on the size of the octopus you are going to work out. So for our small one here, I'm only going to increase to 30 stitches and then work. This is like I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Okay, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Then I am going to work 6 rounds of my body without increasing. So let's leave you to work the 6 rounds and you will catch up with me when we get to that level after the 6 rounds. Okay, so I'll start off each round always by chaining 1 and working through the 30 stitches and finishing off with a slip stitch. Okay, now we've worked our rows and we've come to the almost the bottom of the octopus. And this is what we should have achieved if we have done everything correctly. Now, this is going to be the decrease row. So for the decrease row, we are going to chain 1 and work 3 single crochet into each of the next 3. Then we are going to do 1 pull out without finishing it off, and then into the next one pull. So we'll end up with 3 chains and then pull all 3 out together. The result is a decrease. So we are going to work like that. 1, 2, 3, and then we pull out and we pull out and we decrease. So we will continue like that. 1, 2, 3, and we pull out into the next one again. We pull out and we do the 3 together. So we are going to do like that until 1, 2, 3, and then work like that. So we work like that until we get to the end of the round, and we'll be having 24 stitches. Now we are going to go around and just work without decreasing. So chain 1 and go all the way around into the 24 stitches without decreasing. So we'll do that and do 1 single crochet all the way around. As you can see, our octopus is decreasing. So we'll do that. I'll see you when I finish that round. Okay, we've now come to the end of this 8th round, where I've gone around the 24 stitches. I'm now going to be putting on the legs of the octopus. Like I said, it's got 8 legs. So we are going to work 8 legs right round the bottom here. Okay, so as you can see, my leg has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10 trebles or 10 double crochet or 11 double crochet rather. So how to do that is I will chain 13. Okay, so from this point I'll chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it was a slight hiccup there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I'll work a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. A double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook, and I'll continue working 1 double crochet all the way down my chains until I have, counting this first one as a double crochet, I'll have 11 a double crochet worked along those chains. So it's 1 double crochet into each of the next 10 chains, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet until I reach the bottom of the leg, or where the leg is starting. So if I count this as 1, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the last one here will constitute the 11th. So after 13, I work 10 double crochet into each of those chains to the last one. Then I will skip 2 chains or 2 stitches. Then I'll work a slip stitch into the 3rd one from the hook. So I'm going to continue like that, chaining 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll chain 13 and I'll work a double crochet into the 4th. So I'll do that until I've worked 8 legs. So I'll meet you at the top when we finished working the 8 legs. Now that we finished our 8 legs, we are just going to stuff our octopus. Then after stuffing the octopus, we are going to then close it up. Yeah, we stuff it well so that it's nice and firm. Then afterwards, we are going to close that ring. Okay? As you can see, I've now worked all the way around and it's now narrower. So I'll continue with the same concept, trying to skip a stitch, doing my single crochet into the first one there. Then I will skip this stitch and go into the next one, because the whole idea is to try and narrow that down to end up with that kind of setup. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that. Skip this one, work into that one, skip that one, work into that one, skip that one, work into that one. So I'll continue doing that until I again come to the end of the round. So what I normally do is I leave a long enough string, maybe a meter or so, and then I cut it off there. And then I pull out to close so that it won't run. That's what I normally do. Then into that small hole, I make sure that I add stuffing to make sure that this is strong, you know, strong and firm before it's fully closed. In this case, I want to believe that I've now stuffed my octopus and it's fully stuffed. Okay, now once that's done, this is where my needle comes in. I'm now going to use my needle to close that gap. So I will thread my needle I will thread my needle and make sure that this gap now is properly closed. As you can see, you see the way I'm doing it. I'm crisscrossing from the one end of the octopus to the other end, and just be, you know, sewing into those chains, which is not difficult to do, or you can see me doing it. I'm sure when you do your octopus, it will just indicate by itself where exactly to stitch it, so that it comes out neat and tidy. As you can see, there I've closed my octopus, and these are my 8 legs, and I've closed it tightly. You can put some more if you want to make sure it's very tight. It's entirely up to you. Okay, once that's done, to hide this, I'll just go through the middle and pull it out through the other end. In other words, hide it into the body of the octopus. Now, we now have to put the final touches of the octopus. As you can see, this is like where there's like a little bit of a joint, sorry. Now I want to place my eyes. I've got my eyes placed on 2, 4, 6, like the 8th row. So for that, I'll take, you know, for those who can buy the eyes, you know, those ready-made eyes, by all means do so. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to use this black thread here. So I'm going to put those 2 eyes there. So how I normally do it is, I normally like go from the bottom here, okay, and I want to come out 2, 4, 6, 8. I want to come out like there. You will see, depending on how yours come out, but this is where I want to come out to position my eyes. So I will then go over the next stitch, possibly 3 times for the eyes to come out, you know, and then I will jump 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 into the 5th one there, and to have my eyes, you know, well placed. I think maybe that will do. That 4th position there, 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. Then I'll go over that a couple times more. That's 2, that's 3. So those are my eyes done. Then the next thing, I want to just put that comes, as you can see, from the next row to the next row. So I'll go down there. I want to use this middle too, in between, you know, there. So I'm just going like that into, to shape it well. I'm just going to give it like that. So I'm going, you know, as for positioning the mouth, you will just, it will work itself out. I think if I do that and then come out at the other end, there it is. You can see it's very simple. Then I can cut it off here because it's well hidden. Sorry, it's well hidden underneath there. As you can see, that's the mouth there. The only thing I'm going to then, I'm left to do is to put the mouth, the cheeks. Sorry. So, okay, I'm going to place my cheeks somewhere there. So again, I'll get from the bottom there, from the bottom there to place my cheek there. I'll get from the bottom there and come out somewhere in that right position, which is like there for me. Okay, so I'll hide it, hide it, hide it until it's hidden. Then I can put my cheeks there. I mean, the position of the cheeks, sorry, will depend on how you would want them. So I've got them there. So I'll go all the way again to this other end here and put a corresponding cheek, which will be somewhere there for me. Okay, and for the cheek, I'm using double knit in 2 strands, and I'll just go over it twice and I'll come out. So that's it. That's done for you. And then I cut it off, hiding it. So there it is. The only thing that's left now is to do the headband. The headband is very simple. Like I said, for my headband, I'm going to use, so I'll put these ones away. I'm now going to use this green wool here to make the headband. So for that, again, I will start off by making a slip ring. You know, sorry, a magic ring. I always call it a slip ring because I always slip round, but it's a magic ring. And again, using my 3mm hook, I'm going to work, first of all, I'm going to work to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm trying to make the head there, the head of the headphone. So you can see that this is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about 12. So I'll do 3 chains and I'll do 12 or 11 double crochet, 2, 1, you know, to make 12, whatever, 3. I'm counting the 3 chains as a double crochet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I pull this to close the ring. Then I'll slip stitch to the top of my first chain there. There we are. Let's do that again, sorry. So I'll slip stitch to the top of my first chain there. Okay. Okay. I'll slip stitch there. There comes my headphone. Now the rest of it is just to work out that headband. Again, this is where you're putting it, and your headband, you just put enough stitches to take it over to the other side, okay? And then at the end of it, you do the other headphone. And end of story, you sew it into place. I will show you the octopus once I finish doing that. So I think I'm going to chain something like 13, 15 there to go from one side of the head to the other side, so as to make this and make the other. So I'll see you at the end when I show you my finished octopus. Okay, for the sake of maybe the beginners, I've done that 13 chains. Now, into this last chain here, the very chain, last chain here, I'm going to work, okay, first of all, before I do that, just want to make sure that this is going to be long enough to cover my head, because I want to make the other headphone there. So I'm going to chain 3, and then into the 4th chain here, I'm going to do 12 double crochet. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I've done now 12 double crochet there. Now I need to now close it up. So I'll go around this loop here, this chain here, and I'll go and slip stitch at the top of the first double crochet which I made. As you can see, I now have my 2 sides. There we are. It will go like that. So the only other thing I have to do is to slip stitch my way to the beginning of this chain, which is there. I've slip stitched to there. Then I'm just going to work 3 chains and 1 double treble, not double treble, sorry, treble or DC, one DC into each of those stitches, the chains there. I'm just going to do that right up to the end. As you can see, I now have my I'll work that to the end. Then the only thing that's remaining is for you to attach securely, place the headphones so that your octopus will be listening to some nice music there. Okay, thank you for watching, folks. Like I said, you can make this as big as you want, as long as you increase the stitches and make that longer to be proportional, and you do the headband, the headphone, sorry, accordingly. Thank you for watching. Meet me again in my next video. It's a bye for now.